My life's a joke. She was never meant to rule, but she did. She was told to stay silent, but she led an empire. Her name was Hatshepsut, Egypt's most famous female pharaoh. And you are about to follow her in her footsteps. Come, welcome, young pharaohs. 'Tis I, your humble advisor, Mr. Bradley, dressed in a costume. This is what my life is now. Anyway, fear not, young pharaohs, for I, your trusted loyal advisor, am here to guide you through the secrets, challenges, and chaos of ancient Egypt. Also, we've got Tutankhamun. Ah yes, this young beast has torn apart empires and cushions. Okay, he's way back to sleep. Okay, by the way, this is not just your average lesson. This is a 10-week journey. A story, a mission, and it starts right now. Our objective is to discover how ancient Egyptian society was structured and why every class, and I'm not just talking about classes in school, I'm talking about social classes, mattered. Starter question: who has the most power in ancient Egypt? What jobs existed back then? And could you rule an empire if everyone secretly hated you? Alright, young pharaohs, it's time to climb the pyramid of power, but beware, the higher you go, the more pressure builds.
I can't take it!
And to be honest, the whole kingdom depends on the strength of the people at the bottom. That just sounds like pharaoh propaganda right there. Alright, let's begin. At the very bottom we have slaves and servants. These were the people with the least power, often prisoners of war or born into slavery. They cleaned homes, hauled stone blocks, and worked every day without pay. Their lives were harsh and tightly controlled. But Egypt wouldn't function without them. Next up, we have the farmers, the backbone of ancient Egypt. They grew crops like wheat and barley and used the Nile's yearly floods to keep the fields fertile. Most Egyptians were farmers, paid taxes with food, and were often forced to work on temples or pyramids during their off-season. Thanks a lot. But remember, no farmers, no food, no empire. The craftsmen and merchants. Potters. Potters? Is that what you call them? Potterers?
Potter.
Potteriers? Potters. Builders, painters, jewelers, true artists of the ancient world. They made everything from golden masks to brick ovens. Skilled ones were respected and made a little bit more money, but most still lived simple lives. Merchants. These people were traders who traveled to far-off lands, swapping papyrus, perfumes, and pottery for treasures. They kept the economy flowing and connected Egypt to the world. Some even became rich if they survived the journey. Soldiers, the defenders of ancient Egypt. The soldiers fought off invaders, patrolled borders, and helped expand the empire by going on expeditions like Hatshepsut's expedition to Punt. And the best of them were rewarded with land, gold, and a boost up the social ladder. They weren't just muscle, they were the heroes. Scribes, the only people trained to read and write, and they were powerful. Scribes recorded laws, taxes, trades, and even magical spells. Becoming a scribe meant years of schooling, but it was worth it. They could never be forced into labor. Priests and nobles, the big shots behind the scenes. Priests were supposedly close to the gods, leading rituals, healing the sick, and caring for temples. Nobles, on the other hand, owned land, they ran provinces, and sometimes led armies. Without their support, pharaohs struggled to keep control. And finally, the pharaoh, top of the pyramid. The pharaoh was the ruler, the god king, the one everyone obeyed. But power comes with pressure. Pharaohs had to maintain ma'at, which means balance and harmony in ancient Egypt. If crops failed or floods didn't come, the people blamed you. Being pharaoh isn't about wearing gold, it's about understanding every layer below you. Hi young pharaohs, now that you've mastered the pyramid of power, it's time to put your wisdom to the test.
And oh, what's this on this low budget microwavable turntable? It's a 3D pyramid of power. If you'd like to make a pyramid of power, you can head over to our website where we've got a step-by-step activity video waiting for you, as well as many free downloadable resources. Links in the description.
Why not dive into the independent activity waiting for you on our website? It's got everything you need: visual aids, vocabulary lists, success criteria. Grab it in the link in the description below, and that's a wrap on today's adventure. Don't forget to smash that like button and hit the subscribe button and ring that bell. And as always, thanks for watching. See you next time, young pharaohs.